Hey guys, Angelo here, and today I'm doing the Q&A that I've said I was going to do for a while now. I didn't really mean to postpone it to this long, but because I was in Florida and I didn't get a chance to do it before I left, that's why it hasn't been up yet. So I'm going to break it up into two parts, hopefully like under 10 minutes for both of them. But the first part is going to be represent part 6 of mastering your short game, and then the second part is represent part 7. Because I feel like doing a Q&A is probably the easiest way for somebody to learn the most about my game. So you see me looking at it, because I'm looking at my computer screen. It's right here. So without further ado, let's get started. How tall are you? I am 5'6", so 5 feet 6 inches. Grown a couple inches in these last couple months, but hopefully I can grow a little bit more. Are rangefinders allowed in tournaments? Yeah, they're allowed in tournaments as long as they don't measure slope or wind. So no external factors, just yardage. Somebody asked about my tournament in Florida, what my tee time was, and that was at 9:14, the first day they're referring to. And then, what do you prefer, morning or afternoon tee times? I like the morning tee times because the course is always in better condition. It's always nice and fresh. No spike marks or footprints on the greens. And as you always see, I played a lot better. Or even I played good both days in the morning. Who are my favorite sports teams? For football, I like the Dallas Cowboys. Baseball, I like the New York Yankees. Hockey, I like the Toronto Maple Leafs, kind of course, but it's like the worst team to ever like. And for baseball, I also like the Blue Jays. Kind of bounced back. When the Blue Jays got into the playoffs, kind of started following them more, but normally I'm a Yankees fan. And then what other sports? Soccer, I kind of like Manchester United, but those are main sports teams that I like. Oh, basketball, I like the Lakers and the Raptors. Where did I get my yardage book cover that has my name on it and the Canadian flag? I got it from a company called Tin Box Partners. They do all sorts of yardage books for tour players. They do them for the Ryder Cup and the President's Cup. Good website, check it out. Would you play college golf or go pro after high school? I'm not good enough, or in my opinion, I'm not good enough to go pro after high school, and I want to get a good education, so I'm going to go play, hopefully I would play college golf at a good Division I school, and also get my degree in business. Have you ever had an ace in a tournament, so a hole-in-one? No, I've never had a hole-in-one in the tournament. I've actually never had a hole-in-one before. I've lipped out about 6 times, and yeah, it's not fun, trust me. I lipped out 4 times alone last year, twice in a tournament, and then twice just for fun. And then when I was like really young, I think around 11 years old, I lipped out again, like with my dad and our buddy in the Turks and Caicos. So that was pretty cool, like hitting an island green. That was a lot of fun. What is your highest and lowest score all year in tournament play? My lowest score in a tournament was a 69. That was at the CJGA Station Creek. I didn't get that one on camera because I only started doing my YouTube channel at the end of August, so I didn't get that one on camera. But my highest score, I think, was an AJGA preseason event at the beginning of the year in April, I think, in Florida. I shot 86 and I vomited 4 times on the course, so kind of reasonable, I guess. How long do you practice per day at golf? It all depends, or it all varies depending on what I need to work on and how much time I have. So right now, because I have school and because the weather's kind of getting a bit cold and crappy and windy, probably around 3 hours a day, and that's mostly short game. And then if I have the opportunity to go to the course, I'll be there for around 4 or 5 hours, even after school. That'd be before, but now since daylight savings time is rolling, and there's literally 2-3 hours of daylight after I finish school, so not a ton of time now to practice. But in the summertime, if I had the opportunity to go to the course and just practice all day long, I'd be there for 10 hours practicing. What am I doing right now to get college exposure? I'm sending out a bunch of emails to different colleges, all Division I's and ones that I would fit on their golf team. So I'm not sending out emails to the Stanfords and the FSUs. I have sent a couple emails to ASU because I really like their school and their program, but I probably won't get in there. But the middle rank to higher Division I schools for golf and academics, I am sending emails to, and I have got a couple replies, which is good. Also, somebody said for alignment rods, check out Home Depot or Lowe's for driveway markers, as their cheaper alternative for alignment rods, so that's good. And then also 2 rubber bands work really well instead of tape for the Dave Peltz putting aid. How you read greens would be nice. I have done a video on that actually, so if you want to check out that video, I'll leave it in the description. I might forget, but hopefully I'll remember to put it in the description when I'm editing the video. But if not, just scroll back for some of my tips and skills videos and you should find it in there. What is your biggest strength and weakness, and what do you do to improve on those as well? I would say my biggest strength goes between driving accuracy and my chipping. My driving accuracy, it's always been something that I've really been good at, because I've never hit the ball an extremely long way, and I've always had to keep the ball in play in order to score really well. So I've always focused on, like, you probably heard my dad say in a couple of the videos when he was commentating, aim small, miss small. So like, I hear a lot of people nowadays saying that, oh, I'm aiming for the house in the behind the green or behind the fairway, and I'll say no, I'm aiming for the window on the house in the fairway. So if I miss, I'm gonna miss by 3-4 yards. If they miss, they're gonna miss by 10-15 yards. And my biggest weakness is probably my distance, because I don't hit it as far, although I have gotten a lot more distance now. But I would also say my leg putting for a while wasn't very good until I really practiced on it a lot over the summer. So that got a lot better. But also my long irons were very good, and still I need to work on them, but they have gotten a lot better as well. And what do I do to improve on these? My driving, I just practice my driver a lot, and like I said, aim small, miss small. And then for my chipping, I practice my chipping a lot. I'll be downstairs every single day practicing my chipping, my up and downs. That's very important. And to improve my leg putting, I literally just spent 2-3 hours at Yorktown just going across the green, just putting and putting and putting. And then also I break down my putts into different increments. So in my course video, or my tournament round, the golf week invitation, you probably would have seen me kind of go to the hole, walk back 5 paces, putt, walk back 5 paces, take a couple practice strokes. And that's just because I'm building my stroke up until I get to my ball, so that I can feel it, because I'm more of a physical guy. I can't always just intuitively feel the putt. I can feel the green, like how it's breaking a lot with my feet. Sometimes I could just stand over putt and know that it's gonna break 2-3 cups right to left, but I can't do that with my speed. What do you do in the winter to golf? So I have a chipping and putting green in my basement. You guys know that. But also in Canada, we have domes, so like heated domes that you can go into and hit balls like 80-90 yards long. You get to see original ball flight, or like for the first 80 yards, but it's not very effective, and your swing does break. I want to say it breaks down, but it does suffer a little bit, because you're not used to hitting on grass, you're just hitting on turf, and that's a big difference when you hit on grass. This guy, Third Groove, led a lot of good questions. I'll go through all of them. You're a pretty good golfer, so when did you start golf? I started golf when I was 4 years old. I'm 16 now, and I've had a coach for about 12 years now. They started like 12 years together. So that's another reason why I feel that I'm such a good golfer, because I've been with the same coach for a really long time. We just developed a bond that is really not seen as even a golfer and coach bond. It's more seen as like a golfer and like close friend, or like even family bond. When did I shoot my first subpar round? That was 2 years ago when I was 13, and also I did shoot my lowest round when I was 13 as well. My first subpar round was on a par 63 in a CJGA tournament at Bathurst Glen. Shot 62. Made the birdie putt on the last hole made birdie putt on 16 to get to under par. And then my lowest round ever is a 65, and I actually went 67-65 in the CJGA National Championships when I was 13, and I was 10 under, and I won by 10 shots. How often you play practice, and how long? I've already answered that. Who are your golfing role models, both TV and in person? I look up to my dad and my golf coach in person, and then on TV I look up to McIlroy, Spieth, Mickelson. Used to look up to Tiger Woods, not really anymore, but used to. What is key for playing well in a tournament? I would say minimize your mistakes, and also learn how to bounce back. So minimizing your mistakes is important, because if you're gonna, in my case, I made triple and I 3-putted. If I 2-putted, I would have made doubles, 2 shots difference. I would have come in top 15 instead of top 30. Or top 25. So that's really important. And then, and you would have seen when I made my triple bogey in that video. I bounced back with that really cool, awesome birdie putt. You've probably seen it 3 times now because I put 3 videos out on it. So 3 times that birdie putt that like sat on the lip for about 10 seconds and then, or even 15 seconds, and dropped in. So that was a good bounce back, and that's what a lot of college coaches actually look for. They don't care if you make a bad hole, they want to see how you bounce back from that bad hole, because that shows how mentally strong you are. I'm going to call this the end of the video for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 to see the rest of the questions that I'm going to answer. Thanks for watching. Bye.